Hello, welcome to Winnie Luna Nahial Eduk channel on mathematics and other related topics. In this video, we are going to provide some short exercises with solutions for licensure examination for teachers. If you like this video, please share and subscribe for more upcoming similar contents. First problem. Two buses leave the same station at 8 p.m. One bus travels north and at the rate of 30 kilometers per hour, and the other travels east at 40 kilometers per hour. How many kilometers apart are the buses at 10 p.m.? The choices are A, 140 kilometers, B, 100 kilometers, C, 70 kilometers, D, 50 kilometers. For the solution, the two buses from their point of origin form a right triangle. They are 60 kilometers and 80 kilometers from the station at 10 p.m. That's after 2 hours. Using the Pythagorean theorem, the distance d between the two buses is d equals the square root of 60 squared plus 80 squared equals the square root of 3,600 for 60 squared plus 6,400 for the square of 80. And that is equal to, or the sum is equal to 10,000. So we have the square root of 10,000. And this 10,000 can be written as 10 raised to 4. So we have the square root of 10 raised to 4. And then this 10 raised to 4 can be written as 10 squared raised to the second power. And if you are going to get the square root in which the power of the radicand is 2, just like this one, what will remain is the base of the exponential form. So for this, what remains is 10 squared, and this 10 squared is equal to 100. Therefore, the two buses are 100 kilometers apart from each other at 10 p.m. Next problem. Calculate the mean absolute deviation of the following numbers: 60, 80, 100, 75, and 95. For the choices, we have A, 12.4, B, 14.2, C, 16.1, D, 18.9. For the solution, first get the mean of the given data points. That is 60 plus 80 plus 100 plus 75 plus 95, and the sum for this one is equal to 410. Divide it by 5, so you get 82. So that is the mean of the given data points. Then get the summation of the absolute value of the difference of each data point subtracted by the mean. So we get 60, the absolute value of 60 minus 82, plus the absolute value of 80 minus 82, plus the absolute value of 100 minus 82, plus the absolute value of 75 minus 82, plus the absolute value of 95 minus 82 all over 5. So for the absolute value of 60 minus 82, 60 minus 82, that is negative 22. Since we are talking about the absolute value, so it becomes positive 22. So getting the summation, we have 22 plus 2 plus 18 plus 7 plus 13. That is equal to 62. Divided by 5, you get 12.4. So that is the mean absolute deviation of the given data point: 60, 80, 100, 75, and 95. For the next problem, we have which of the following is the factorization of the binomial x squared minus 4 squared? A, the quantity x plus 4 times the quantity x plus 2. B, the quantity x minus 4 raised to the second power. Then C, x times the quantity x plus 2x plus 2, and D, the quantity x minus 4 times the quantity x plus 4. Now, for the solution, this is about special products and factoring. This is the difference of the two squares. That is, a squared minus b squared equals the quantity a minus b times the quantity a plus b. So applying this one, we have x squared minus 4 squared, that is equal to x minus 4, that quantity x minus 4 times the quantity x plus 4. Hence, the answer is D. Next problem. The average of 5 different counting numbers is 20. What is the highest possible value that one of the numbers can have? Choices: A, 20, B, 40, C, 30, D, 90. Now, since the 5 distinct counting numbers have an average of 20, this implies that their sum is 100. In the choices, 90 can be one of the 5 distinct counting numbers. Therefore, it is the highest possible value. So the answer is D. The next problem. Three brothers inherited a cash amount of 62,000 and they divided it among themselves in the ratio 5 is to 4 is to 1. How much more is the largest share than the smallest share? So the choices here: A, 75,000, B, 30,000, C, 24,800. Now, in this problem, we can get the common factor of the ratio, and that is to be done by dividing 62,000 by the sum of the rationing. So what's that about? That is the sum of 5 plus 4 plus 1. So we get 62,000 divided by 10. That is equal to 6,200. So 6,200 becomes the common factor of the rationing. Then this quotient as the common factor, okay, 6,200. We get 5, the highest of the ratio, 5 times 6,200 minus 6,200, because the smallest share is only 1 share. So 1 times 6,200, that is just equal to 6,200. So the difference is 24,800. So the answer is letter C.